Sorry for the inconvenience, but Isaiah and Diego were being very funny, so I was moving.
Summary of Volume 2 of Pamela. The master plans to trick Pamela into a fake marriage so he can have his way with her. She is worried about this sham marriage plot, so she begs to go home. Mr. B is super angry, but then later on Mrs. Jukes tells Pamela that she is supposed to leave for her parents immediately. The next day, in a stop that Pamela has made in her way to her parents, she receives a letter from the master. Apparently, he started reading her diary after she left, and as he expected, he now regrets letting her go. In the letter, he begs her to come back. He would have come himself to get her, but he is so upset that he's lying in bed sick. Pamela's a little confused about the whole fake marriage thing, but she decides to go back. The day has come to organize the wedding. Mr. B wants to get married at the house, but Pamela wants to get married in a church, so they decide to clean the family chapel. Later, Mr. B has a surprise for her. Her dad has come to visit. They all eat and drink together, and it's all one big happy family. The master comes up to Pamela to let her know that their marriage license has arrived, and after some back and forth, they decide to get married in a few days. Pamela is extremely nervous the day of the wedding, but they make it through successfully, which means that she is now married to Mr. B. Pamela informs her parents about this. They eat and drink in the parlor, and everyone agrees to keep the wedding secret for a few days. Pamela reports that her new husband's behavior on their wedding night is very delicate and unexceptionable. She reflects on her new duties as a person of means and rejoices that she is now in a position to help others. And for example, she sends some money to a person in town who's ill and poor. One day, while Pamela is writing, Lady Davers arrives, and she starts a litany of impertinent questions and accusations. She even ends up slapping Pamela. The next day, it is Mr. B and Lady Davers who argue, and after a long discussion, where the three of them take part, Lady Davers and Pamela end up bonding. One day, Pamela and her husband go to a dairy for breakfast, where they end up meeting some little girls of a local boarding school. Pamela has a great time chatting with the students, and eventually she realizes that Mr. B knows one of them, a Miss Goodwin, who claims to be Mr. B's niece. However, Pamela is pretty sure that Mr. B does not actually have any nieces, but she is pretty clever and figures out that Miss Goodwin is actually his daughter. She is thrilled, of course, and invites her new niece to come live with them. In one of the couple's walks, Mr. B announces that he has arranged his affairs to ensure that Pamela and her family will remain financially secure and happy. Pamela continues to be totally awesome. They have several kids, and she's admired and accepted by her new peers. Mr. B reforms and becomes a model Christian. The end.